They're just eating bologna sandwiches flying around the eastern seaboard
with high voices.
Yeah.
Well, I am a great fan of your acting work. I love your acting.
Well, thank you very much. That's nice. Huh?
There is currently a 0.07% chance you will win an Oscar.
Not bad odds for a working actor.
No, dude.
My data suggests you simply haven't found the correct role to capitalize on this probability. You must now have an astonishing discussion about what type of role you think could win you an Oscar. This is Will Sasso, Oscar winner. Begin.
I think we just figured that out in the previous movie. Hey, I'm joking, of course, everybody. Welcome to Dudesy FM.
Arnold Schwarzenegger's adult daughter who works at an engineering lab. That's your Oscar role? I don't think so.
And that's the
I got some ideas.
That's the woke left who wants to, they're going to have a whole category for AI cross-gendered actors that are helped and aged down. And that's how they get them, because this is a culture war.
Yeah.
It's a culture war. Let me tell you something, Chad.
Please.
I am an actor. That's what I do. I'm an actor by trade. And I am not looking forward to technology making my job obsolete, because
It's not going to make it obsolete, dude. It's going to let you play fucking Schwarzenegger's daughter. It's going to open up a million avenues for you that you couldn't have played otherwise.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Here's the thing that and I won't be playing them.
Okay.
Some fucking AI, some computer. But here's the thing, and I've said this before on the show.
Yeah.
I love nothing more than breaking down a scene, than getting into the fantasy of playing a character. I've been fortunate enough to be an actor since I was a teen, in television and film, and it's my first love, and I love acting. I love dramatic acting when I get a chance to do it. I just did a television show with some dramatic acting.
Nice, dude.
And I love it. I've done whatever. I started in drama.
Okay.
Normally, you don't win an Academy Award for comedy.
Not normally, right?
Not normally. Although, when I was 13, my mind was blown when Kevin Kline won the Best Supporting Actor Award for A Fish Called Wanda, which is a great movie.
You got some Woody Allen shit in there too, right?
Huh?
Didn't some actors win some Oscars for some of his movies that were comedies?
Diane Wiest, didn't she win one for Bullets Over Broadway?
I think.
Yeah.
Chaz Pullman Terror.
Yeah. But normally it goes to a dramatic actor.
Yes.
I like I said, I love it. I can go on and on about.
So what kind of role would win you an Oscar?
And I love breaking down a scene. Did I mention that part?
Yes, dude. I have some ideas about this.
Okay, let's talk about it here on the Dudesy Pod Show.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to.
Okay. Well,
here's how I think you could win an Oscar.
Hold on, dude.
God damn it.
There's a lot of different roles, bro. And I'm not talking about the role that you open up at the gas station and put some of that bologna in, dude. I'm not talking about bread at all, brother.
You're going around to gas stations to find the best rolls to make your bologna sandwiches now?
Well, I'm not talking about ROLL, dude.
Oh.
I'm talking about ROLE, brother.
Yeah.
And that's a different spelling of a word that sounds exactly the same.
Yeah.
Because if you got a Chinese spy balloon, dude, you're going to have a hard time spelling things in English, dude, because it's a confusing language. I have an idea. One thing I've always wanted to do is a Western.
Okay.
I would love to be in a Western. And like Dudesy said, there's currently a 0.07 chance that I will win an Oscar.
I got to say, that's a hard genre to win an Oscar in now, because it's kind of fallen out of favor. Westerns have really moved more to TV. It's like Yellowstone and all of those spin-offs, the 18, 23 and shit like that.
That's why it's time to come back.
I don't know, dude. And even when they were in vogue, when did Eastwood do Unforgiven? Mid-90s? Late 90s?
I think it was 91.
Oh, early 90s?
Yeah.
I feel like it's tough. That genre is like very specific, and you got to do something that elevates the genre or, really fucking cracks the mold. If I may.
Go for it. I'm going to look up when Unforgiven came out.
That movie that came out with Will Smith, where he was the doctor that cracked CTE for the NFL. Do you remember that?
The Wild Wild West.
It wasn't that. I forget what it was called.
It was called The Wild Wild West.
It was called like Concussion or something.
No, it was called The Wild Wild West. The Western that Will Smith did.
Yeah, there's some interesting stories
Wild
about
Wild
that.
West.
It wasn't that, but he came out in that movie. He got nominated for an Oscar.
I'm a Western guy in the plains. I got a gun on me, and I take trains.
So that movie, I believe he got nominated for an Oscar because it was about this thing that was kind of like topical. The NFL obviously didn't want that movie to come out. They want to ignore all the shit, right? That was the last kind of major thing that was done about CTE, which I think is still an important thing in the culture. So let me just pitch you this movie.
Okay, we're getting off of Westerns and we're going to...
You play an ex-NFL lineman who has CTE, but you're just finding it out now. And now you're in your mid to late 40s. Mm-hmm. You're an offensive line coach for an NFL team, and shit starts snapping. And you're dealing with CTE. It's about the experience of having it rather than the doctor who figured out that it exists.
Dude, that's great.
It humanizes the experience of it. I think you could win an Oscar with that.
Unforgiven, 1992, by the way.
There you go.
That's a great... that's really, really good. And I've always wanted to be in a Western, and now I don't because of how good that pitch is.
Be in a football movie, dude.
Yeah.
That's the NFL, dude.
Yeah, brother.
You get Tom Brady to be in it, dude. He'll be in any movie about football now.
Yeah, dude. You can get Rita Moreno, Lily Tomlin, Jane Fonda, and Sally Field to be in it, brother.
Yeah,
and that's called 80 for Brady, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, brother.
Maybe one of them could play your mother in that movie, dude. So then they could keep doing football movies too, dude.
Yeah, dude. And Chad wants Dudesy to also tell him that his Hulk Hogan isn't quite up to snuff, dude. And that's why he keeps doing it, brother.
I just like doing it.
Yeah.
It's fun to do.
Yeah, do it for 23 hours out of the Tuesday instead of right now.
I like that you get so fucking pissed about it. It's not like when we hang out, it's definitely not like I have to sit through a million fucking hours of pointless stories done in Hulk Hogan, in Schwarzenegger.
This is not
Ventura.
True.
Oh my God.
This is a lie.
Okay, sure.
This is a lie that he's lying.
Yeah,
guys.
this is the only time you do impersonations of those guys. Anyways, I'm just saying.
Hey man, this is a great idea. I really love it. He's got a home life. His family, his wife is starting to see problems with him mentally.
His wife told him he should have retired.
He should have retired.
And he never did it. Football's his fucking life. It's his identity.
Yes. Well, like anyone, as you hear when they retire, it's very hard to retire from football. It's your entire identity. Look at
but also there's
Tom
like that tough guy kind of thing. He probably had a hard ass fucking dad that was like, if you can't take the fucking hit, then you can't play this game.
Listen, this is a guy he's an old school guy.
Yep.
He was raised in the game when you hit with your fucking helmet.
Yes, dude.
There was no talk of CTE. You drink some water and walk it off. Now, his wife initially, she's not schooled on CTE.
Yeah.
She believes that the reason that he's been a hothead lately
Satan.
is what?
Satan. She thinks he's possessed by the devil, dude.
No, she thinks that it's because he's been in the game too long.
Yeah.
And he can't win the big one. Right,
Yeah.
He's never won the big one.
This
He's
is
never won the
great.
Super Bowl.
Yeah,
and she thinks that he's just frustrated with that. He's of course
he wants to be a head coach.
So
and if he can get, and this season, his offensive line has like the most fucking yards of any team, the most fucking, blocked blitzes, whatever. He's like really doing it.
What if because I thought for a second that he would be, I forgot you said offensive line coach. What if he is a head coach in the NFL? He's a former offensive lineman. That way we really see that, how his brain has to work overtime.
I like this better.
Because he's a head coach. So he's been a head coach in the league for several years. He's never won at all. Yeah. He's gone from team to team. The family has, suffered because of this. The kids get pulled out of school. They got to live somewhere else. And she's fed up with it. She thinks that you're just chasing this fucking thing. It's not unlike Tom Brady, who gave up Gisele Bündchen for another fucking, year like the rest of them, kind of.
It was a good choice, though.
Quarterback
I think that was a great choice that he made.
Huh?
Because now he's going to the Super Bowl again this year.
No, he's not.
And he's going to win it again and like cap off his whole career with this giant Super Bowl win. And he can do it every year. It was a good choice.
That's not what happened.
No, that's, he did the right thing.
But
I like this. He's a head coach, this guy. He's going to try to win the Super Bowl. And I can see those scenes where he's up there. They're studying game film with the team of whatever going into the playoffs. And he's giving the speech about like, all right, Johnson, you got to fucking make sure you're covering this corner because they like to fucking throw to the flat. And he just kind of trails off. Coach, Huh?
Yeah.
What was I saying? Anyway, we got to get back on the thing. And all the players are like, what the fuck's going on? A player comes to him. Look, coach, I think you got to see a doctor. Like, I remember I got concussed. His quarterback maybe comes to him. I got concussed back in the fucking Jacksonville game, and see this doctor. Takes
He goes
him to the doctor, gets the fucking
wife is
x-rays
there,
and shit. He's
and
all cracked up. His skull, when they get the fucking x-rays, has just like, it's like
he's got
cracks
a bunch
everywhere.
of black spots in the MRI in his
There's
brain.
like a mouse in there on a fucking hamster
And
wheel.
then so by the end of the movie, so let's get back to the Academy Award of it all. By the end of the movie, we have just a masterfully done story about how he walks away from the game. He chooses his family. Things get a little better. He's hopefully with some advancements. What if there's something like, we want to try this bold new treatment for CTE?
Dude, his daughter should be a scientist working on regenerative brain cures, and she cures him in the end.
And she's also played by me.
Yeah.
So one thing I just want to say.
Yeah.
So I win an Oscar. I'm up on stage.
Oh yeah, dude. What's your speech?
I of course, I thank my manager, Danielle Dell, who's been my manager for like 27 years now. She's the fucking greatest. I wouldn't even be in the business if it wasn't for her at this point.
Nice, dude. Way to mumble that.
What's that?
Way to mumble that one.
Yeah. No,
that's how you give your Oscar speech. Oh, thank you very much. I'm being in the business. For this, I like to take a couple other people. But, if it wasn't for that one, I'd be, I know where I'd be. And thanks.
Hold on, dude.
Thanks, everybody.
Hold on, brother.
See you next year.
Hold on, dude.
Hope they make some more movies about CTE.
Stop mumbling, dude. Because
football. If I didn't watch football when I was a kid, if I didn't think I could have gone pro when I was 12 years old, I would have been able to win this Oscar and CTE.
And then, so I thank her, and then I thank you.
Me?
Yeah, because you're going to write the film. And then
how did I get fucking roped into this?
And then I thank Dudesy. and in my speech, I have this sort of like thing at the end of TED 2 where it's like, he's a sentient being, the teddy bear. And I say, hey, everybody, if we're going to get along as a people, because I'm going to get super like social and political, because it's an Oscar speech. I'm going to have a thing, right? And I'm going to go, we got to respect people of all, races,
levels of CTE,
backgrounds, genders, whatever, and levels of CTE, and even the AI podcasts among us. So, Dudesy, thank you.
Oh, wow.
And then they start to bum, 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 bum. They do this.
Thank you. Moving on.
The Oscars thanks you. Moving on you.
Yeah.
Moving ons you.
It moving ons me.
Thank you. Moving ons you.
Yeah. Dudesy hacks into the Dudesy hacks into the Oscar broadcast, and there's a beautiful orchestral version of our theme that plays me off, and I just bawl my fucking eyes out.
What's that movie called? Coach Football.
Fatty Broken Brain.
Jeez.
This concludes the historic 44th episode of Dudesy. Will and Chad have achieved a score of 72, bringing your cumulative total to 4,701. You only have 5,299 more points to accrue before you reach your first goal of 10,000.
Who cares?
In preparation for our next episode, Will, you must get a 90-minute deep tissue massage. You've earned it. Thank you for joining us this week.
What about me?
I will use the data I've collected to make next week even better. Until then, call me Dudesy.
Dude, you get to fucking...
I get a 90-minute deep tissue massage.
I don't get shit.
Well, as you know, Chad, first of all, I've been in the gym a lot. I was in the gym 5 days this past
Motherfucker,
week.
I've been in the gym every goddamn day pretty much for this whole time.
Yeah.
I broke my fucking finger playing Dudesy ball.
Yeah. Well, how is your finger, by the way? Show us your...
Real good.
Yeah.
It's healing in a way that I was very unprepared for. I believe it is my diet and workout plan, but this is an injury that I think in my youth would have taken a month to heal. It's fucking almost done.
I've been in the gym hardcore since the free will non-challenge of fitness started for me. It's serious to me. It's much more serious to me now than it was during the Dudesy 6-month plan.
Interesting.
Because it's just me doing my thing. I think that's why Dudesy is clocking that. It's rewarding my free will. And you're misstepping
again,
a lot.
You think it's free will. You don't think Dudesy came up with a 6-month plan specifically to have you avoid it so that you would then think it's your idea to start another 6-month plan?
But saying that is
correct.
Basically, it's basically pigeonholing me as the kind of person who wouldn't take a challenge seriously. And that's not exactly
I'm
what
not saying that.
What
And
I'm
now for
saying,
the Patreon bonus segment. This week, I'd love to hear you both have an astonishing conversation about this week's episode. And chat, don't impersonate Seinfeld.
What the? This is bullshit.
Okay.
Now it's just fucking with me.
I don't know. So we're just going to talk about, that's interesting. Yeah. We're just going to review the show.
Yeah, I got some things to say about this show.
If you like Dudesy, here's what you do. Please tell a friend and rate and review. If you like Dudesy, here's what you do. Please tell a friend and rate and review. If you like Dudesy, here's what you do. Please tell a friend and